Well, you don't need to sound so boring, ass. It's not like it's your fault this time.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm looking at you.
Yes, except we're doing this online, so you're technically not looking at me right now.
No,
The joke's
yeah, I
on you.
know, but oh yeah, the joke's on you now. Anyway, welcome aboard. I'm DGR.
And I am R3000, the fuck up that overwrite the audio file for this goddamn thing. So that's why we're doing post commentary.
Indeed, because RC screwed up, and we'll tell you in a bit. But in the meantime, welcome to Sly Raccoon, or as the Americans call it, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus.
You mean the title that it should have been? Somehow it isn't. I don't get why, but fuck it, type.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, who cares about this? This game was originally for the PlayStation 2. However, it didn't came out in some European countries.
Yeah, I read you.
I actually never found the PS2 version. I'm not saying that it didn't come out in this country, but in our country rather. But the fact is, when it came to Sly 2 or Sly 2, yeah, actually that's a good example. But I was gonna say Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter. The game, you could see like the trilogy for those games, but for some reason, when it came to Sly games, the Sly one was never available in stores.
Indeed.
So what are we doing here?
Alright, so basically we're gonna do the tutorial level for now.
Tutorial levels, don't you love these?
Yeah, don't we all love tutorial levels? And we're in Paris, of all places.
Yeah, as opposed to be in America. Actually, I got no jokes on that one.
Exactly.
It just is in America.
No. Well, in Sly 2 they would bring Paris back,
Yes.
technically. But that's technically the first chapter. This is not the first chapter, this is just like the intro of the game. So this is where Bentley will annoy the hell out of you for the next few minutes, teaching you how to play the game.
How do you see blue sparkles?
I don't know.
Basically,
Probably
if
I
you see
think that these
sparkles, press the circle button. And somehow Bentley
Exactly.
and Murray get that ability in Sly 2 somehow. I don't get it, but okay.
Yeah, that's
They inherit
that's the
abilities.
thing,
I don't know how that works. Starting Sly Cooper. Hey, NS. Do you know who voices Sly Cooper?
It's the same voice.
Okay.
Kevin Miller, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Kevin Miller. It's still Sly Cooper to this day.
Well, it's in the movie, but God knows when that's coming out. But
Kevin Miller,
Kevin
not
Miller
confirmed.
Kevin Miller also voiced Reed Arshall, and it's been a long time since we did post commentary because you interrupt me every time.
No, it's because your internet's cutting off, so sometimes I don't know if you're talking or not.
That happens.
So sorry about that.
Either way, I was gonna say he's voiced by Red Urso. He doesn't actually voice many because I'm looking at these fucking thing. He voices other people, but as far as I'm concerned, Red Urso it was actually his voice acting, which is from Tales of Eternia, which was the first Tales game to be voice acted. And now let's not talk about the other voice acting because God knows we're gonna do that in the second episode.
Oh boy, we are. You guys have no idea.
Yeah. And now we open a safe.
Anyways, all right. So safes. Basically, this is the thing in which you have to 100% the entire game. Basically, if you feel like it. Obviously.
Yeah, normally you have to find something. We're gonna get to that in a few minutes.
So let's actually get this safe first. Sucker up. There we go.
We got the most relevant items or profile that we needed information from. I don't get that.
Oh yeah.
Apparently,
Like I said, this is the intro.
I know it's a tutorial. I'll complain about the next
All
one.
right, we got exactly. Oh boy, next level onwards. So basically, the saves is just like it says. You pretty much you put the code in. There you go. Bam. You find something interesting.
And then you put your calling card because God knows we're a thief and we.
And then suddenly you use the codec code. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Carmelita Fox.
Which is voiced by different people in every goddamn game.
I haven't seen you since
Yeah.
in Bombay.
God damn it.
You need to return the Firestone of
I don't understand why Sucker Punch did this. It just doesn't make any
it's just
sense
a
to
joke at
me.
this point. I don't know if they couldn't get it, because in the first game she has an accent, and then she stops having an accent in the second game and the third game, and then the accent returns in the fourth game. Okay? That's not consistent.
Yeah.
And Mirror to the fourth game was made by Salazar Games, which I did a good job until the cliffhanger, which left the cliffhanger. And we still have no announcement of Sly 5. Thanks, Sanzaru Games. They're pouring a Golden Sun Dark Dawn on us, NS.
Well,
I said Dark Dawn did it worse, I guess. I don't know. Which one did it worse? Actually, no. This Sly 4 did it worse, because God knows what happens in that game.
yeah.
Admittedly, the end of the world happened in Dark Dawn. Possibly.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. We're getting into that game way later down the road.
Yeah, it'll be the next RPG I'll do for this channel. Possibly. Well, the first one, not Dark Dawn. That would be stupid.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
Another one bites the dust, I guess. Nah, I'm kidding.
Well, 5 of them, possibly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alright,
I don't know
now
what's
this is where
up
the
with
real
this
game
game, by the way. It's just they just do the regular poses when you're modeling. For some reason. I think this is a glitch in the HD version, I think.
Yeah, I don't think the original did that. I don't think there was any glitches on the PS2 version.
I think Sly 1 is actually the one that has more bugs that were put in the HD version, because overall Sly 2 and 3 were almost perfect. I mean, there probably are a few things that I probably would nitpick, but right now that come to mind, nothing.
Yeah, and this is me like probably displaying something, that's why I stopped there for a moment.
No,
Okay.
and as obviously I was stuck. Anyways.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Rath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Well, I'm guessing I'm canceling that cruise.
We're not gonna see David ever again.
I don't even get the joke.
He's Welsh. We're in Wales.
I get it.
And then you said no.
Well, unless I had to know Dave first. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
It's like I know every people. Anyways, we'll come to the first level. And the first level
Thank
tells
you.
us to keep out, so I'm gonna go away. Bye.
And then Sly says, no, I'm gonna go there anyway.
Anyways, do you want to explain how the coins work in this game?
Okay, so the coins in this game, basically how they work, every 100 coins, you get something called the Lucky Charm, which is a horseshoe, basically. Which is which can give you 1 damage point, but you can have 2 Lucky Charms. You get a gold horseshoe, a gold Lucky Charm. And then after that, every 100, you get a life. Yes, there's still lives in this game.
That's basically the gist.
Yeah. Thank God Sly 2 onwards, they actually quitted the life system.
Yeah, it's a point in the PS2, the life system. Actually, even the PS1 or the N64, people are getting tired of the life system. It just feels kind of pointless at that point.
Exactly. So,
Admittedly,
in
they
this
changed
one,
the gameplay quite a lot to Sly 2, but anyways, go on.
Yeah. And this game, I actually mentioned it on live recording. I'm gonna say it again. It reminds me of Crash Bandicoot. This game's kind of like that.
Yeah, I said it's a bit more open, because with Crash Bandicoot...
Exactly, because Crash wasn't that open.
Yeah.
You know.
In this game we can collect bottles, which Ennis just missed a few of them, but we're gonna get them in a second because I'm gonna tell him to forget those bottles. By the way, have you practiced this game beforehand? Of course he didn't.
No, but this time I'm actually prepared for it.
Yeah, for Music City. We'll see that in 2 days, because we haven't recorded that yet.
Or whatever the damn video comes out.
In
I guess.
Let me get in 2 weeks? Possibly.
Alright. It depends on how the schedule is up, so.
It depends if I feel like uploading that week.
Exactly. So also these bottles are really missable, and I completely forgot that those 2 existed.
Good thing I was there.
Yeah, you were there telling me, dude, there are 2 bottles up there, you should destroy that. Okay.
And also you made another mistake about this level, and also one of the complaints I have about this level. Once you jump down here, you cannot go back unless you somehow glitch through the game.
Exactly.
Which I think is kind of stupid, seeing how this is the first level. You would think that it would be like on the other levels, but no, the first level that is not the tutorial one, because you can miss a few bottles like those 2 back there, and in fact we miss a few bottles back there.
Yep.
And by a few I mean Annas.
Yep.
And that's why we have a transition.
There we go. And here we go, transition.
Because we reset the level so we can get back here.
Yeah.
Luckily this game has a reset button. Convenient.
Yep, it has a reset button, and I'm glad about that. And
And
this is another one of Sly's abilities. He can actually go through ropes.
he can actually go
can
to a
grab
lot of
on
things.
them.
And then as we
He can do
get
it.
more of the Thievius Raccoon parts, we get more abilities.
Oh yeah, and
Which
I
is
love
what the
that.
bottles
I
are
love
about
that.
too.
Yeah, but that's just for a couple abilities here and there.
Here we're seeing King Binacop because God knows NS doesn't know the location of the bottles. Can't blame him because some of them
Yeah.
are actually well hidden, but this is the first level.
Yeah, some are well hidden. I'll be honest. You can actually miss a couple of bottles, and in my Let's Play, I missed a couple of them because I was like, wait, did I get everything? And then I went all the way back, and I was like, oh, I missed these, right?
Well, admittedly, this is not as hard as collecting gems in Spyro 1. Wink wink, it's coming up tomorrow, possibly.
Ugh.
I'm plugging the same channel, it works, NS!
Yeah, I know. Or here's another comparison: getting gems in Crash 2 or Crash 3.
Well, no, see the difference, because when you're collecting amount of gems in a level, those gems are collected by doing certain things. Like here is finding them, which is a bit different than what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right.
But I can see there's a few in Crash Bandicoot that you also have to go in secret levels and stuff like that. But that's not the same thing I'm talking about here. And also the drowsiness in Sly 1 is pretty bad, so. Although they make it up for the shine, but we gotta talk about that in Spyro 1, or we already talked it because we recorded that before this commentary. The post, not the recording.
Okay, now I forgot to mention the enemies. Some of the enemies do a movement. Just wait till they are done with the movement and then go after the enemy.
Yeah, that's pretty predictable, and somehow we get hit it all the time.
Yeah, like it's
and
because
I mean
I was a
all
little
the
rusty at
time
the
with me, because I have bad patience problems.
You have bad patience issues. You should visit a psychologist. I see.
I'm supposed
Anyway.
to tell them that.
I know. I'm kidding. Relax. I didn't say anything. Anyway, another feature: hook, and a hook.
A hook and a hook. What do you think of the cane of Sly Cooper? We never actually talked about it in the original part, but
Yeah, we never did. I think it looks cool, but I like the design more in Sly 2 onwards.
well, it's basically the same design.
Yeah, but it's better. It looks better.
Oh, I mean the fucking cane, that's not the grapple.
Oh, the cane itself?
Yeah.
Okay, then it looks cool. Yeah, it's
That's
really
what
nice.
I kind of was wondering.
Yeah, okay.
Is he talking
I
about?
thought of the design first.
What else would I be talking? Yes, that hook is the importance of this game. Yeah, it's pretty sneaky. You can use it to make your thieving skills better. I mean, grapple and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it easy to knock down enemies, not kill them, because we don't have sharp weapons. That's Resident Evil Clank.
We don't want... Yeah. Or Assassin's Creed, in which you can use a knife.
Oh, we get to that later.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Alright. I think this is me trying to get... Yeah, I was thinking like, am I getting coins here, or am I trying to pass through the searchlights? And there you go, there's my answer.
Belt.
Yeah, both, exactly. And here's your lucky charm right here.
Yeah.
Now you can actually
Before
get hit.
we forgot to mention that touching lasers or lights like those will cause it to turn the alarm, which basically turns them into lasers instead, which hurts.
Yep. It can hurt, yeah. And now this is where I'm actually thinking, okay, what did I miss?
Well, actually, regardless of what you did, you have to go up here in order to get the bottle, so.
Yeah, the last
So
four
you
are always up
technically
here.
didn't miss anything.
But for a rookie player, you will miss them.
Possibly.
Yep.
Unless you're
you're not
already
careful enough.
exploring every inch and cranny, because tip of the day, because we're doing that now, the recommendation is don't be an NS and actually look everywhere before you proceed.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
what
the
I
same
always
hint
do in
that-
RP.
The same tip I'm gonna give you to inspire one. Spoilers.
I was gonna say, I always do that, like, in doesn't matter which games, like a JRPG or any game that lets me explore, I check everything
A
just to
setting
make
in
sure I
Let's
didn't miss
Play
anything.
where we don't want to take enough time and I have patience problem. Anyways, we got the dive ability, which does become one of the staples in the Sly Cooper games. Although we have to buy it each and every time, I don't know why, but okay.
It's another way of Sucker Punch saying,
I mean,
hey, buy
there's another
me.
version of the dive ability which we're gonna get in a later episode, which also is an ability that Sly always has when you press X and then triangle. But you know, the other version you can only get it on the ThiefNet for some reason. I don't get that part, but whatever.
I don't get it either.
Although that's very useful to take down enemies quick if you want to dive into right to them. I use it quite a lot. It's one of my favorite abilities. Also, speaking of abilities, the pages of the Thievius Raccoonus in the episode are always the same. It always is the same order. So regardless of what level you get the hints, it could be the next level we're doing, or it could be the level before that, or whatever level you do. The first one is always dive, and it changes for each episode, and they have like fixed order for those.
Yeah, which makes perfect sense. And this is where you told me you should have ended there. Okay, I'm going to get duh.
Well, since I cut a bunch of stuff because I fucked up, we're in good time.
Yeah,
I
thank
mean,
the
this video is
Lord.
only 18 minutes. Well, 20.
Almost 19,
Almost
technically.
19.
So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
I like the sass on Sly. He's very sass.
Sly is Tom Cruise, basically. He just goes on Mission Impossible.
He is not as sass as he is in the sequel games, but he definitely has some sass in this game. But with that said, this is RC2000.
And this has been DGR.
And this is a scream because God knows the video ended. See you guys in the next episode where we are using Yeti because we'll sound different there. See you guys then.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.